All right, so here we have a big bass jackpot, or just a big bass. If you don't have the two of them here to make the big bass jackpot wheel combination thing, that's okay. Still the same fix. So the problem is that the wheel is no longer turning when you pull the lever. It will not turn the wheel. Uh, the issue is that you can see the little lock mechanism here. When I pull up the lever, it doesn't move. Why doesn't it move? Because the actual bar, let me see if I can show you. The actual bar is broken. See? That little part right there is supposed to be attached to another piece that's right there. You can see it. And it just broke. So you have two options. You can either replace it, order another one and replace it and wait for it to come and then replace it, or remove it, take it down to your maintenance department and have them weld it back together. I have removed them numerous times and have had them weld them back together with 100% success, with no problems. Maybe it'll break again down the road, a different spot or same location. I just take it back out and get it re-welded again. Now it is a little difficult to get in and out of here. There is a little cotter pin there that we have to remove, so I can take out that piece, and then I'll have to do the same thing on this side. You see it right there. I'll have to remove that to take out this bar and then take it down to maintenance. So let's go ahead and start with that. Whew. All right, so if you've never removed these little cotter pins, man, they sometimes are a pain in the butt. But now that it's been removed, as you can see, the pin has been removed, I can just slide this piece right off and pull it right out. Now, be careful with this part right here because it will slam down. Maybe rip out some wires. So I like to try to sort of just kind of put the lock down in position so that way this stays in place and it doesn't smack down. And then just kind of pull this piece out. You know, and that's it. Now there is one more cotter pin that we have to remove. Oops, I think I heard it fall. Oh no, I didn't hear it fall. All right, so there's one more. We had one here as well. That one was a pain in the ass to move. So it's right here. Yeah, it's a little not perfectly straight compared to the other one that I removed, which is much better condition. You know, not so mangled up. So I'm probably will replace this one instead of reusing it. It happens, you know, if you can't remove them very easily, just, you know, try to get it out. And if you have more, replace it. Anyways, so same thing here. Now that you got the pin out, you can just, you know, slide that right out and pull this part right out. So the trick is to take this down to maintenance and have them weld this right back together. Just like that. Just like that. They'll weld it back together, we'll reinstall it. That's an adventure in itself, and the game will be back up, no problem. I'll probably will order another one just to have it ready and in stock. But this, something like this, you know, there's no need to put the game down and, you know, wait for the part to come in. Just pull it out. You know, if you know how to weld it up. If you can't weld, take it down to your maintenance department, have them weld it, or have someone weld it back together, and then you slap it back in the game, and the game is good to go. You order a part, or order a new one, and then you'll have a backup just in case. That way you can just kind of remove the broken pieces, install the new one, get this one repaired, use this one as your backup. So that's probably what I will do, but for now I'm gonna just get this one welded and put it back in the game and order the new one as a backup. All right, so let's go down to maintenance and get them to weld it. Okay, so here it is, nice and welded back up again. It's a full complete bar. It isn't the prettiest welding, but it'll do. We did put a little support in here because this bar right here will have a lot of pressure once it gets, once the lever goes down and this goes up, it will put pressure on this, and I didn't want this to bend. So without this little inner piece, it would leave this piece vulnerable to bend and then break again. So this metal piece in here will give it better support, although I would have welded across here and across this side. But like I said, this is just a temporary fix until I get a new one, and then the new one will be installed once this one breaks. I will not be removing this one until this one breaks, and then install the other one. So let's go ahead and install this one into the game. All right, so the bar's back in. So in order to put the bar back in, you're not really gonna wanna try and go through that little side hole right there. What you wanna do is you wanna go through here. So you put the bar in through this side, get it hooked onto this bottom piece, and then, either, grab a pair of pliers or something magnetic to try and grab the bar from this side over here. Just kind of stick your hand down there with a wrench or a pair of pliers or something magnetic to try and grab that bar so you can put it back onto this side over here. Also, make sure that you put it in the correct way. On this side, the flat side is going to be towards the outside, and the inside, where you can put your finger in, is going to be towards the inside of the game. And then on this side over here, you can see that the flat side is on the inside of the game, and I guess the inside part is on the outside of the game. That way it leaves this bar straight. If you have it the opposite way around, you can tell that the bar is not going to be straight. It's going to be slightly crooked either way. So if that happens, just turn the bar around and put it back in, and you'll see where it fits much better, and it's much more aligned. So that way when they pull the bar up and down, it's straight and it's not being twisted to try and push the bar up and down, which will make it break. So make sure you put it on correctly. So here's the thing, I did say to you, make sure that this thing doesn't fall down forward or backwards. Try to lock it in place and stuff like that. It did fall on me, so I have to repair this. What happened is that the wires got ripped off, and now I have to repair it. Here's the other side of the black one right here. I just gotta put those back together. And then the red one is over here somewhere that I gotta put back together, that I repaired once already. So, like I said, be careful with this part right here. You gotta try and stabilize it so it doesn't fall, so it doesn't rip the wires out, and then you have another repair to work on. So if it happens, it's not a big deal. Just kind of fix these wires and the game is good to go. So let's go do that, and then we'll test the game. All right, so parts are back together. Game is back together. I did put the ticket mech back in. This is easy to remove. Just kind of slides this out, and there is a little bolt on the back side right here. You just got to remove that. Shouldn't have to be, super tight, finger tight, because all it is just a bolt that passes through, and there's like a little stopper back there that keeps this from sliding all the way out. So just remove that bolt, unplug this, and you can move this whole thing out of your way, and to be able to get more room in there. Getting it back in just the same way, just slide it in there, put that bolt back in there, reach back and grab the plug. Make sure that the plug stays behind this bar. You don't want it in front, because it will start to grind on the wire, and eventually will wear down the sheathing on the wire, and then that's a big problem. So you want it behind it, because once this gets pushed all the way back, it's not going to be anywhere near the wires. So like I said, the pins are back in, they've been separated, the lever's back to work. As you can see back over here, I already fixed the wires. I got them all crimped back together. The lever works just fine, up and down the way it's supposed to. Let's go ahead and turn on the game and give it an actual full test to make sure that the solenoid is not damaged in any way or anything else. All right, game is up and running. Let's go ahead and give it a quick test.
And then get ready.
Let's go ahead and point it up. Come on, that boy.
Okay, get ready.
All right, from here, get ready. Pull the lever.
Spin the wheel, hey.
Wheel
That spin
spins.
rocks, hey. Way to go.
And as long as we get the correct amount of tickets, we shouldn't have any more problems.
That was almost a big bonus. Well, at least you got yourself
All
4
right.
tickets, though.
Game is good to go.
Be a good sport.
Move on to the
Play
next one.
again.
Thanks for watching.